Being good at your job is the bare minimum. Ever wondered why it's difficult to be exceptional and outstanding and unforgettable at what you do or at your job? It is because it requires some principles. Hey there, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're diving into something that affects everybody, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're a fresh graduate or even an executive. You need something that's going to make you outstanding, and today's video we will be talking about how you can stand out from your colleagues at your job. Not average, not good, but truly unforgettable and truly awesome at what you do. Stick around because I'll be giving 10 principles that if you start using them today, you will not just only stand out, but you will begin to achieve that career momentum that you've always wanted to achieve. I'm going to categorize this into 4 themes. The first theme is the mindset. Yes, you heard me right. Everything starts from one place, and that is your mind. Let's begin to talk on how changing your mind affects the way you produce good results and how you're going to get that awesome career pathway that you're looking out for. The first way to do this is to own your role. Yes, you heard me right. Stop thinking like an employee and begin to think like an owner. Whatever the job that you're doing, look at that job like you were working for your own company. That way, you want to produce excellent results every time you're doing something. You want to produce an exceptional result. Don't show up because you just want to complete tasks, but show up because you want to make things better and you want to bring a difference to the workplace. The best employees act as though that job belongs to them. The second way to change your mindset is to be curious and not complacent. You heard me right. Awesome professionals ask questions. They want to know why things are done this way. They want to know if there are better ways or smarter ways that they could do it. So don't just take things and don't just say, oh, this is the way that we've been asked to do it. Not bringing your initiative, not bringing your best part to the job, and just bringing, a complacent attitude to your work. What else can we do? How else can we try this? What is the best way to do this? What is the latest way that people are doing this? Is this the most current way to do this? All of those questions help you to stand out from an employee that just shows up to work and wants to complete a task, or just shows up to work and just wants to do the bare minimum. This is the right way to become very, very valuable and unforgettable at your job. The second thing is work habits. So we're going to talk about things that you will do that will help your work habits have the right thing and you make you unforgettable and awesome and stand out from all other colleagues. The first way is to prioritize like a professional. You'll be wondering, how am I going to prioritize like a pro? Professionals are not paid to be busy. They are paid to get results. So what do you do when you start your day? What do you do in your 5 minutes? Are you looking at those 1 or 2 tasks that's going to help you stand out, or those 1 or 2 tasks that's going to impact on that day in the greatest way? Those are the things you should focus on first. You want to focus on those tasks. You want to focus on those duties so that at the end of the day, you would have achieved something. You would have made an impact to your team. You would have made an impact to yourself. Secondly, communicate clearly. No rambling on emails, no vague answers, or no vague responses on emails. Be direct, be respectful, be clear in your emails. Most workplace frustration is rooted in poor communication. Exactly what is the point in sending back and forth correspondences or back and forth emails without answering the question, without making the point, or even without being understood? It will be so frustrating. It is a waste of time. It is a waste of resources. And trust me, it is not efficient. For every email that you send, your organization is paying for it. So look at it as a resource. Look at that as a waste of revenue for every time you're communicating without making it clear. I'm not saying that when you want to communicate and it's important that you do, send several trays of emails, that you don't send it. But as much as possible, read your emails and ensure that you're answering every question in that email that has been asked to you by somebody else. That way, you're clear. That way, you're making your point. Thirdly, be ridiculously reliable. Yes, let people trust you. Let people feel that, I can give you a task and they can go to sleep. That's the only way that you can be reliable. Let people know that you're not, if you don't show up at work, it is because you are genuinely not feeling well or because you genuinely have an emergency. Don't let people begin to think that, she said it again. That's the way she does, or that's the way he works. He's always giving excuses. He's always not reliable. If you give him a task, you have to chase him every time to get it done. That's not the right way to work, and that's not the right attitude you want to bring into the room. You want people to believe that if you haven't delivered on a task or you haven't met a deadline, it's because there's a genuine reason not to do so. And what is the best way to do? You want to communicate back to that person even before it is time to deliver that task, to say, oh, I'm sorry, I might need more time. I will need to do more research. I don't have all the answers yet. That person, you've not kept the person waiting. You've been professional. You've taken responsibility for your action, and you've also been accountable. That's the best way to do it. Fourthly, you want to learn the power of yes. Correct. You want to be a solution-oriented person. You do not just flag mistakes. You do not just flag problems. You also want to prefer solutions so that when you talk to people about problems, you are also thinking of a solution or preferring a solution to that problem. Let me tell you a secret. Nobody expects you to be, to know everything or to know all of the answers at all time. What people expect from you is the willingness to want to bring a solution, is the willingness to say, I'm going to research about this. I found out this problem, but I'm going to research about this and see what's the best way to do it. Or bring a solution. I'll talk to colleagues. I'll talk to, my network. I'm going to bring a solution to the table. That's the way it works. And it's quite tricky sometimes, right? Or maybe you feel like, oh, I'm always saying I don't know it, I'm going to research. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're coming with a foot to the door of not just flagging the problem, but also bringing a solution. The third theme is relationship building. Relationship is as important as you showing up at work every day. Honestly, if you don't have the right attitude, bringing the right energy to the room, or even making the right relationship with your team members, with your colleagues, with stakeholders, whether in your organization or external stakeholders. And the first way to make this is to make people feel seen. As simple as that sounds, it is very important that people remember you for how you make them feel. And that's the truth. Greet people by their names, listen without interrupting, say thank you when needed, give people the right credits as much as possible. Give credit generously to people. If you want to be a respected leader, if you want to be a respected person, if you want to be unforgettable and stand out in the place of work, even without a title, shine the light on others. Don't take people's honor, don't take people's glory, don't take people's job and hard work and go about saying that you are the one that has brought that to the table. As simple as it sounds, it's so disrespectful. It doesn't even make people see you like the right person. Nobody wants to work with somebody like that. Thirdly, build a reputation, not just a resume. Yes, your work history is a list. Your reputation is a story. Every interaction, every email, every meeting, every deadline that you meet adds to that chapter. And that is the truth. It makes a difference. So make your story worthwhile telling. Make people want to trust you, want to listen to you because you built that reputation. Are you responsible? Are you accountable? Can people trust in you? Are you a man of integrity or you're a woman of integrity? That reputation, it goes before you, it goes behind you. Everywhere that people talk about you, let people have good things to say about you. Let people say professional things about you, because that's the only way that you can be outstanding. That's the only way you can bring the best food and stand out from your colleagues at your place of work. The fourth thing is long-term growth. How do you want to have long-term growth? How do you build long-term growth? You build long-term growth by never stop learning. So you never stop learning. Successful people never stop learning. They are always learning. They are always reading books. They are always watching, videos. They are always taking courses. They are always researching. Ask for feedback. It is very important to ask for feedback. Be curious, ask questions. Never stop asking questions. That's where growth lies and that's where growth lives. The best way to learn is also to learn from people. You can learn from your subordinates, you can learn from your colleagues, you can learn from team members, and apply whatever you've learned to your job. And don't forget to give credit to the person that you have learned it from. Don't be selfish. Don't take the glory to yourself. A bonus tip is learn your manager's priority. Learn your organization's priority. What goals, what objectives is your organization focusing on? What objective is your team focusing on? Ensure that you are making an impact on that goal. You're contributing to that goal. You're contributing to your team's success. You're contributing to your organization's success. That way you stand out. That way you will be unforgettable because people will always remember you for the impacts that you bring. Oh, this individual, she's always bringing best foot. She's always bringing the right attitude. She's always bringing, a good and a welcoming atmosphere to the room whenever she walks into that room. That's the way to do it. Let's be honest. Being awesome at your job doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean that you have to be perfect. It just means that you have to show up with intention. It means that you want to show up wanting to add value every time, over and over again. You don't need a fancy title to do this. You don't need to work 80 hours a week to do this. You just need to care more. You just need to learn faster. You just need to lift people around you. You need to listen. You need to make an impact. So, if you do all of this, you're already 90% above and ahead of a lot of people because, as a secret, most people turn up just to tick the boxes. Most people turn up just to bring the bare minimum to the job. So if you do these extra tips, if you do some of these principles that I've listed today, you'll begin to stand out and you bring your best part to the job. If this video has helped you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to hit the subscription button and the notification bell so that you'll get notified whenever we post our weekly videos. Drop a comment below. I want to know the one thing that you have done this week, this month, in this 2025 that has been awesome in your job. I want to know those things and I also want to learn. It's going to help me. It's going to help other people that are also watching this video because anybody that is watching this video, I believe you want to be awesome at your job. I believe you are curious and you want to be an outstanding member of staff, whether in your business, in your industry, in your field. That's what you want to bring and that's why you're watching. So thanks for watching and remember to be good, to be noticeable, to be awesome at your job if you want to get remembered. See you in the next one. Bye.